Riverside State Park, Bull and Pitcher section. We're here for 3 months hosting and just finished getting pretty much everything set up. Right here by the entry booth here. Say hi, Liba. Fun fact, this is the first park that Liba spent with us. We got her when she was about 8 weeks. She's just now over a year old. This was her first park for camp hosting. I got to get a door on that, insulate the water. Down over there is the Spokane River. We'll show a lot more later. Lots of wildlife here at Bull and Pitcher, Riverside State Park. There's always some big bucks in here. And yeah, we're on the edge of Spokane. Last year there was some really large bucks hanging around and tons of does, of course, but this guy's a beauty. Just hanging out. And camp is, let me zoom out. So I'm in my cart right now. Yeah, our host site is right there. So pretty close. Down here looking for trash and thought, hey, I'll get a little video this morning. The famous swinging bridge at the Bull and Pitcher at Riverside State Park. Now, the confusion for some might be when I say Bull and Pitcher. It's a part of Riverside State Park. Riverside State Park is gigantic. Spokane River. This glove here. Find gloves in this park all the time that are lost. Go up those steps. You have over 100 miles of trails to explore in this park. It is a giant park. There is a vista point up there. I'll get some video up there and add it to this as well. Out in Riverside State Park, doing a hike. Myself, Joanne, and Liba. Trying to get to a certain area. I'm hoping we can capture the color. You'll see what I mean once we get up there. But right now we got to go up this hill, and it's, I don't know, about a 3-mile hike one way, somewhere around there. So this hike is November 12th. It's pretty nice. It's about 52 degrees. Rained a lot last night. but it's pretty good today. Now, he said be on a walk. Liba, are you going on a walk? Yeah. All right. Well, let's continue on today's hike. Let me tell you, folks, the color's there. Last year I hiked out here and it was too late. This is absolutely beautiful. No one really understands why this area is like this with this kind of tree. Lots of different theories. Who knows which is true. But yeah, it's gorgeous right now. Here, take a look. All right, here it is. Western larch. All the needles were on the ground when I got out here last time. It's just a small area of them in this park. So what do you think of that? Pretty cool, huh? Western larch. So pretty, right before the needles fall off. Again, just a real small area here in this giant Riverside State Park. Spokane International Airport. Jets do come up over. It's not too bad though. At night they stop. So we're gonna make our way back to camp, and we're gonna show you another cool feature on the Spokane River inside Riverside State Park. All right, we'll see you then. Can you hear it? Can you hear the water? That's right, we made it to the next little viewpoint here. It's about 1.5 mile hike from where we left off to here. And here you're going to see what the Devil's Toenail looks like. So continuing to show you some different areas of this park. This is the kitchen shelter, the CCC kitchen shelter, historic building. It can be reserved, and that's why I'm down here right now. Just blowing out needles and all that, checking for trash, turning the power on. I see I got to replace a bulb. We do have a group coming in today that's got this reserved, but it's pretty neat. You know, it's for just during day use. It's not an overnight thing, but pretty darn cool. We do have, you know, power outlets and stuff here. The water is shut off right now, but a nice little shelter. I don't know what the cost is. You'd have to look it up online. But we have this little big area, and of course, when you rent the CCC building here, you don't get all of this. You can use it, of course, but it's not all yours per se. But we have lots of picnic tables around, and walk over here to the views of the Spokane River. Pretty nice day today, mid-50s. Supposed to be a little breezy, little chance of rain, but not bad. Not bad for middle of November. And some of the views of the Spokane River. Take you down over this way. Hey, I can see my shadow even. There's a thing called the sun is out today. That's cool. River is flowing quickly. Lots of moisture. Table there. Get down to the water pretty easy there. yeah, but that's it. So this is the kitchen shelter area. Again, historic building built by the CCC. Here's more of the day use area, picnic area. Campground, you can probably see our camper right there. Campground's back in there. And then there's a lower campground that's a ways away, but it's closed this time of season. So you got the day use parking here. And you got all this area. You got another shelter here. This one is first come, first serve. You got little fire pits, and grills, tables. And a few other tables, and fire pits, and these little areas for day use. Oh, see, we're missing a picnic table. I'll have to bring that one up. Again, the kitchen shelter was down over there. We walked over this way. There's trails along, so you get different views. I haven't even had a chance to get over here. It's 14th of November, been here 2 weeks. Got the campground project done with cleaning up pine needles all around. So now I'm finally getting over here to day use to check it out. Had to check and make sure the fire pits are okay. You know, get rocks off of there that don't need to be there. Make sure all the fire pits are good. These are at ground level. These were dug way out last year. I filled all of them up to where they're supposed to be, so the fire basically sits on the ground, then you just flop that grate over. We do have some areas here that are handicapped. Got a nice sidewalk there. The other ones are dirt. A couple deer running through camp over there. There's deer here all the time. It looks like 3 does right now. But again, just a beautiful area. It's pretty neat. And it is a busy park because, you know, we're right on the edge of town. Kind of surrounded, basically. It's beautiful, beautiful park. Let's see if I can capture. There we go. There's some does. Lots of big bucks, as you had in the video that you'll see. But lots of wildlife here. There has been known to be black bear on the other side of the river, cougars, and moose. And then again, tons and tons of deer. And of course all your other animals, raccoons, porcupines, birds, all that kind of stuff. Lots of Canadian geese coming around right now. Let's see, some of them hanging out on the rocks on the other side. Yeah. We love it here. Alright, I'm going to show you another viewpoint and look for trash. So let's check it out. That's the pitcher. And then there's the bowl. There's a swinging bridge. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, in the playlist I'll include a couple videos showing both campgrounds that I did, like January last year, before we left here, when I kind of started YouTube. But I'll have more videos of different areas here, but I hope this is enough to show you just how wonderful this park is. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I appreciate subscribers. I really appreciate you that have subscribed. Thank you a bunch. You know, yeah, my purpose of this channel is for friends and family, because we travel all the time as campground hosts, but I enjoy sharing it. And like I said before, I've come across some of you guys that have watched the video and you're like, wow, that's cool, I got to go there. And then we happen to still be there or whatever, and we met you, and that's great. But I'm just continuing on now. I'm blabbering, what I do best. Anyways, hope you appreciate this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care now.